Alright, so fellas, I'm gonna show you guys how to sew today. I'm gonna show you guys the technique that I showed y'all on my Instagram story that a lot of you guys was telling me to make the video. So here it goes. I got a gray shirt here, but I do wanna show y'all, I got on this red shirt and you can still see the blue, right? Just letting y'all know, you go over it enough times, it's still gonna be a border of blue, even if it's thread. Now, shout out to my mom. She's the one that showed me this technique, right? So I'm gonna show it to y'all now. This blue shirt right here, on a lighter color, you can see that blue really stands out. Now you can get lighter color blue ribbons or threads, and it'll pop even more, like royal blue and stuff like that. But what I like about it is you can use, like, this is a Gymshark shirt, right? You can use any shirt with this, and it's not going to it's not gonna be so stiff at this setting I'm gonna show you guys. It'll stretch with the shirt. That's what I like about it. And you can make your fringes fat like this, or you can make them tiny, or you can make them slanted, right? So I really like this, and like I said on my story, like, it's color match. So it's gonna always match whatever you wearing, you know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna be so bulky with the bouillon fringes, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be so bulky, you could tuck it in your shirt if you wanted to, like if you was going on a job interview or something. Now I'm gonna show you guys with a white shirt, just because, for the sake of the video, I want y'all to see what I'm doing. So this is what we're gonna be using, right? This right here is a Singer heavy duty. You can find it at Walmart, ranging around, the 145 to 300. So you can find one in there for that price. I think this one was like 119, 120, or 200, something like that. Bought it for my wife about, I don't even know, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. She does use it a lot, but now I use it as well. Some things I want to show you guys is this, right? When you get it, it's gonna come like this when you get it, right? This right here is a bobbin, right? You're gonna have to take that out. But before we get there, right, let's back up some, right? What I wanna show you guys is this, the settings, right? The settings matter, right? If you back up a little bit, the settings matter. This is why the settings matter, because it will mess you up if you got them wrong. So for the sake of the video, I'm showing y'all how to do this. Right? Nothing more, nothing less. So this is all you need to worry about, fellas. You know what I'm saying? When you get your Singer heavy duty, right? Worry about these settings. Now, this little diamond pattern right here in the blue, right? You want to line that up with that dot. Simple. If y'all play video games, man, if y'all, got a job and can follow directions, this is easy stuff. Line that up with that dot. Right here is a blue S1. The S is for stretch, right? Line that up with that dot, right? Now, this right here, that's your width. You want to have that on 6. Come down, you want that on 6. This right here is your needle position. You want that in the middle, right? If you can see that, you want that in the middle. Tension, you want that tension on 3, right? These are my settings. Now, some specs on this, right? Like I said, you got your needle right here, and there's a lever in the back, right? If you can come towards the back, there's a lever in the back that you can push the needle down. Well, you can push this little stopper down to hold your shirt or whatever fabric you got so it won't move, right? Or you can lift it up. While you're right there, show this right here. This right here controls your needle, right? Can you see the needle from right there? Right? So this right here controls your needle. You can do it manually. You can sew manually, right? And as I turn this, the needle will go up and down, right? Now also, check it out. If I turn this machine on, a light will come on. It'll help you out, man, help you to see. But you can also, when the power is on, use this foot pedal down here, and it will also control this as well, right? Automatically. So you can do it manually or you can do it automatically, like driving a car, right? Push it, right? And it'll go slow or as fast as you want it to, depending on the pressure you put on the pedal. super fast for, you know, experts or slow for novice beginners. Now let's get into this too. This right here is the thread. This is the only thing you're gonna need, man. You go to the store and buy you some blue thread. This is all you're gonna need. You're not gonna need bouillon fringes. You're not gonna need to buy the ribbon. This is all you need. It's no excuse no more, right? You're gonna put this right here. They got a special spot for it right here, right? This is how you set it up when you first buy it. You put those settings in, then you follow the directions. You follow the arrows, right? Now, the first step is you put this in here. Let me put it under here for more control. Right? If you know how to lace up shoestrings, man, you should know how to do this. All right, and I'm gonna put this under here. And now I'm gonna put this, you see this arrow right here? I'm gonna follow this arrow and I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna put it around, just like the arrow says. Now come back down here. Remember when I said, remember what we was doing? We're gonna pull this where the arrow says, that way. And it's gonna pop up like that. Take that plate out, you're gonna get this, right? This is your bobbin, right? Quick little summary of what this does is it's gonna contain thread and it's gonna pull the thread underneath the shirt and intertwine it with that thread, right? We sewing. Now, if we look up here, we're gonna follow the arrow once more. Look at that. You got that up there? We're gonna follow the arrow up here. It says to put the thread through the bobbin. So we're gonna put the thread through the bobbin, right? And we're gonna put this on top and we're gonna hold this thread. We're gonna click it over. When you click it over, right now, when I step on the pedal, it's controlling the needle. But when I click it over, it's gonna control the bobbin, right? So you're gonna push it over and then you're gonna hold the thread and press the pedal and it's going to start filling up the bobbin. And it'll stop on its own once that stopper gets to a point to where it feels too thick. So it stops slowing down, click it back. Take your scissors, you're gonna need some scissors. Take your scissors, hold the thread, cut the thread, right? Now we're gonna take this bobbin and we're gonna put it back under here. If you can come over here, the side where you were holding the thread, you wanna flip that to the bottom, right? You wanna flip that to the bottom. So flip it over, right? You can cut it as well. This excess that's coming out the top. And then you're gonna flip it to the bottom, right? And drop it in. Now, this right here shows you some more instructions. And you're gonna put it, the thread, the excess thread that's out from that side, like this arrow says. So if you follow me, it's gonna go, that silver thing, you want it to go on the inside of that silver thing. Like that, right? Then you're gonna slide your plate on. This is how you slide the plate on. The little tab right here goes under that tab. And then you just press it down. There you have it. Now, let's thread the needle, right? So we're gonna undo this. And now, like I said, follow the arrows. We follow the arrows to fill up the bobbin. We're gonna follow the arrows to fill the needle, right? Now, if this right here isn't showing, you just gotta manually do it with your hand, right? And lift it up. It goes down, that's the needle. Lift it up. You wanna be able to see that silver part. Now we're gonna follow these arrows. The first arrow says to put it through. The second arrow, they even got it numbered, says to come back this way. So you go around, right? And now look at the third arrow. We're gonna come down with it. Now the fourth arrow says make a U-turn. So we're gonna go under and bring it back up. the fifth arrow says to go around. And when you go around, it's gonna go in between that little crease right there, right? Naturally. And now it's in there. The sixth arrow, we're gonna put it down here. And there's a little silver stopper right there. You're gonna come around that silver stopper, right? Just like that. Now that you have it, this is the fun part. You're gonna try to stick this through that needle. Stick this through that needle, right? We're gonna stick this through that needle, right? You gotta have good eyes for this. There's tricks to do it, but I'm gonna show you guys just off top. Some put it in their mouth to make it wet and stiff. Some just, but I'm gonna try to just stick it through. Give it a little pressure. There it is. Now I'm a little advanced. Is it playing? So you want to put that needle through, thread through the needle, right? It's a little hole in the needle and you'll see the thread go through like that. Now we're finna start sewing. Now this little tray right here, this is a tray, right? If you pull this down, it'll come, your singer will come with like extra utensils and tools and stuff. You can YouTube how to use those. Don't really need it. We can get more space to sew if we slide it out, right? So we're gonna slide this out, right? That way, when we put our shirt on, we can go through here, right? Now, the fun begins. We're gonna take our shirt, we're gonna line it up. Now, I'm gonna put the needle in between these two white lines, right, on the hem of this shirt. I advise that you guys start off on shirts like this that have this hem like this. Some shirts only have one line, some shirts don't have a line, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends, but this is for beginners right here. If the shirt got two lines like that, put the needle right on that. If not, center up the needle as best as possible wherever you want the blue thread to go. Now I'm gonna center it up, and like I said, I'm gonna hold it. So this lever right here in the back is gonna press this down, right? So I'm gonna move this lever and you'll see it hold the shirt, right? It's holding the shirt. The shirt can't move.
Presser foot.
Huh?
It's called a presser foot.
Oh, it's called a presser foot, right? Now, this is excess. We can cut some of this off, right? Some of this. You can cut this off. You can leave it if you want to, but I'm gonna cut it off. It's not gonna make a difference really. I'm gonna cut that. Now, make sure up here that you guys push that back. Remember I said if it's like this, it's gonna spin the bobbin. Press it back, you can use the foot pedal to start using that. Now, I'm gonna show you guys, right, manually. Remember I said you can turn it manually. Now look at the needle and look what it does to the shirt. Right, you'll see the needle go down. It's gonna go down, it's gonna catch the bobbin thread and it's gonna pull it through, right? Come back up and then it's gonna go again, down, and it's gonna start to create the pattern that we see right here, right? And that's how you can do it manually. And fellas, if you're too scared to use that foot pedal at first, just do this. It's gonna take a while, your arm's gonna hurt, but that's sewing, right? Old-fashioned sewing. Now, we wanna get advanced and use the foot pedal. We're gonna put two hands on it to keep the shirt straight, right? Keep it lined up with the needle. And this is what I mean. You can start, stop, whatever. It's gonna pick up right where it's left off. This is what I mean. It's easy. If you can draw a line, you can do this, right? Just line it up and sew. This is what you're paying people for when you're buying shirts or where you're buying shirts that already got fringes on. You're paying them to do this. You're gonna slow it down, speed it up. Now, if you look in the back, right, we're gonna see what it looks like so far. Remember I said this is a white shirt, so it's gonna show some more, but that's just going over at one time on a white shirt, right? And we'll finish the shirt all the way around and then go over this, right? A double layer, and it's gonna be even darker, right? And then at the end, you can just make your little slits with your scissors at the bottom, however you want, right? So, you know, that's how you sew. I'm gonna end the video there. And, you know, hopefully this helps somebody out.